Hey everybody, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Welcome to my Facebook Live, which almost didn't happen. I got a new phone charger a couple of weeks ago, and it's one of those that you just set your phone in. And I don't know if it was operator error, if my phone is dying, if it's, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it only had a 15% charge this morning. Hi, Stacy. I see you joined me. So hopefully it looks like I've got about 80% on my battery at this point. So we're just going to go with it. I hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. As some of you may or may not know, the retiring list is going to go live this morning. And I thought this would be a good time to feature the 2018-2020 in colors. Hi, Stacy, I see you. So the card that we're going to make today is going to be using all 5 of these colors. It's the Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, something on there, Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, and Lovely Lipstick. These will be gone at the end of the catalog, the end of May, or while supplies last. So if you have any of these items, you need ink refills, you need cardstock, you need the markers that you might not have gotten yet, now's the time to get them, because typically when the retiring list is announced, those go really fast. So let me show you the project we're making today. And it's using the Beauty Abounds stamp set. We're going to be making all these pretty little bubbles and coloring with our Stampin' Write markers. And there is the inside. If you see anything that you would like to add to your collection before these colors are gone, all the details for the card and links to my online store can be found at my blog, scrapsbysissy.com, and when you shop, I'd appreciate it if you use that host code. And then let me give you the measurements for the card. This card is actually just inks, paper, and stamps. Stamps, ink, and paper. There's, oh, and rhinestones, and some Wink of Stella. You got to have the bling. But no bows, no die cuts, no punches, just the paper. So, oh, I didn't even spell beauty right on there. Ha! I was in a hurry this morning. I'll write beauty in there, put that U in there. So the stamp set is Beauty Abounds. The card base is in Grapefruit Grove, and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. The basic black layer on the front is 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. That's just so it gets a little bit of black behind the white, the Whisper White. Then there's one also on the inside, and it's cut at 4 3/8 or 3 3/8 by 4 3/8. And then the 2 Whisper White layers, the one on the front is 3 3/4 by 5, and the one on the inside is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I will tell you, when you go to stamp this card, you want to have your inks already all open. It makes it easier as you go through the rainbow. And you have to make sure you clean off your stamp real well in between each of them. Otherwise, the inks will muddy each other up, especially when you go from like the red to the Grapefruit Grove, Lovely Lipstick to Grapefruit Grove. And again, when you're doing the greens and the yellows. And it's good to have your Stampin' Scrub available. This is in the catalog too. Here. And then I just get it all ready, spraying it with our Stampin' Mist. And I'll have that set to go in between each color. So, we'll get our card pieces out. And since we're going to be doing some coloring with the Stampin' Blends markers, I'm going to have my grid paper down and for protecting my work surface. So I'll set that aside there. So we're actually going to use some Memento ink for the flowers. and the words and the little butterflies. And then we're going to do some coloring with them. So the first thing to do is stamp your flowers in there. That way you know where that's going to be at. Make sure it's all inked up. And you're just going to stamp it right on the edge of the cardstock. Make sure this is all in the shot because you don't really need all the ink pads, just the project I'm working on. So clean that off, set that aside. And then I'm going to put my sentiment in there so I know right where to stamp my little bubbles. And I'm going to put this right down here in the corner. Just like that. Now we'll put this away and I'm going to color it using some of those in color Stampin' Blends. This is the Call Me Clover, and I'm going to use both the light and the dark. And this will take a little bit of time while I color. I guess I could have had this done ahead of time, but sometimes people like to watch you color. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to highlight the lines and the leaves with the dark, just like that. And then I'm going to come through with my light and blend it all in. And the nice thing is it's pretty forgiving and it all blends in there, but you still have the distinction of that dark line, kind of give it some dimension. This was a real nice card yesterday. It was pretty hectic around here yesterday. And oh, by the way, if you're a demonstrator, don't forget, you get to see the new catalog at noon our time here in California. See all of the new goodies that are coming out. I'm pretty excited. And we'll also get that retiring list. I'm going to send out an email with links to the retiring list to all my email customers. So if you're new to watching my video, be sure to stop by scrapsbysissy.com and you can sign up to get my email, get all the little scrappy news around here. Okay, that's all we need the green for. Then I'm using the Pineapple Punch for the flowers. These look like lilies, I think. And this is a really light bright color. I'm just going to come in here and draw those lines. I've had this stamp set for a while. It's in the annual catalog. I think it came out in last year's Occasions catalog. I could be wrong. And like I said, I had it for a while. There is a coordinating die set. I don't have it. Which just shows you can have a stamp set without the dies and it still works just fine. But I decided to pull it out to use with this thought process, showing you all of the retiring in colors. I'm really pretty sad that these colors are going away, but I know as soon as I see the new ones I'll be fine. I will be keeping those though, these colors, because every time Charlie comes over to the studio and he gets to stamp, these are the first colors he reaches for. He's just, he likes his regular colors, and green is his favorite. He was in here a couple weeks ago before all this pandemic stuff went into effect, and he was stamping some trucks and motorcycles, and they were in all these different colors. Okay, so now I'm going to take my light, lovely lipstick. Hi Beth, I see you joined. We're showcasing the retiring in colors today. Just going to come in here and color the centers of the flowers. Try and give it a little bit of depth. And that's all the coloring with the Stampin' Blends we're going to do. So now we're going to use, I know I call them bubbles. I think the actual word is the bouquet effect. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to stamp each of these colors, but I'm going to stamp off first. I'm just going to come in here and get another one down here. And then, like I said, make sure you color or clean your stamp real well in between, otherwise you have a big mess. Ask me how I know. Took me several tries to get this card right yesterday. And then we're going to put one over here. We're going to copy the original card, clean it off, and come in with the yellow. And I think a yellow goes good there. We'll put a yellow down here. And then we'll do a green. Come in here with the green. All right, we'll put one down here. And then we'll put in the blue. I know there's a term for these colors. Primary colors. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, it's been a long morning fighting that phone. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of these away at the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside image because I am going to use the Grapefruit Grove for the splatter effect. But the rest of these I don't need at the moment. So the inside, I'm going to take this little splatter, and I'm just going to stamp off first. We're going to stamp that right there. Set it aside for a moment. And that's all we need with those colors. Get them out of the way. Try and keep a clean desk. Ha ha. Like that's ever going to happen. So the next thing I want to do is I want to stamp my little butterflies. Oh, you know what else I need to stamp is the little splatter marks in the black. Now I just wanted a hint of the splatter, so I'm going to stamp off my black and just come in here. And the image already has these little spots in it, just like so. And that's that. And then we're going to stamp our butterflies. Make sure he's all inked up. I'm going to put him up here. We're going to stamp him right here. And then one on the inside. And then we'll go ahead and stamp the inside sentiment. Just like that. So it says, our friendship isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. And I kind of like that with the little splatter image over it because it's like there's a million little dots. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to color the butterfly. And I'm going to use the pineapple punch again. And when you're stamping with black and yellow, you're using your yellow after the black, let your ink dry for a minute. Otherwise, for some reason, the yellow will really smear that black ink, even with the memento. So I just carefully color in the spots. I'm going to come in and bring in some of the dark right here. Just kind of accent the middle of those leaves. Add that right here. And again here. And then we'll come in. Hi, Jenny. I see you finally made it to one of the lives. How are you doing up there? Hope all is well. This is using the Beauty Abounds stamp set and all of those beautiful retiring in colors. Okay, so just finished coloring a little butterfly. There. Now we'll glue all our pieces together. And the cardstock is just 1/8 of an inch different in size, because I just wanted it to break up the white cardstock against the colored card base. Add this. Oops, throwing things. Glue those down. Try and get them straight. And then we'll fold our card base, which is in Grapefruit Grove. We'll glue this to the inside, like so. And then we'll glue this to the outside. Hi, Vicki. How are you? I see you joined us. All right, so we get the front of the card done. Now we're going to add some Wink of Stella, or as we call it, Wink of Wanda. Wanda, I hope you are going to turn on the video so that you see us. We miss you. Okay, and let's give that inside butterfly a little bit of bling. And then we're going to add a bunch of rhinestones, because what's a butterfly card without bling? So we're going to add one of the little ones to this guy. Get him in the right spot. And then, oops, got a runner. Well, that looks like a good spot to put the rhinestone. Put another one here. As you can see, I'm still perfecting the pick tool. Oops. And we'll add another one down here. Get them going the right way. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Very colorful for spring. Yeah, the words in this set, Jenny, are just fabulous. There's a thanks and a hello and for you. I've used that for you stamp a lot. And then a friend is someone who chooses you out of a whole world of people. It's a beautiful set. I hope it carries forward, although we'll find out shortly. So I thank you for stopping by and spending the morning with me. Like I said, if you need to get any of these in color supplies before they retire, you're going to want to do it as soon as you can, because when that retiring list hits at noon, these things are the first things to go. Again, you can stop by scrapsbysissy.com for the links to my store and all the product used today, and I'd appreciate it if you use that code. And all the measurements will be listed as soon as I get done with my blog post. I still have a little bit left to do on that, linking everything. Hi Kathy, I see that you joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys have a really good day. And hi Sheila, we're just finishing up. I was late getting on, but you can watch the replay in just a minute. I hope you guys have a great day and take care. Bye.